bare knuckle battle here. Here we go, your reigning champion, FREDRIC going in, the Norwegian hammer. Nice out to the touch and go. Mad Mike WHIDDETT comes up a little bit short there, trying to compromise with that proximity, maintaining great proximity to that of FREDRIC. Doesn't get all the way out to that touch and go. Mad Mike WHIDDETT applies the pressure, door to door, around the hairpin. So here we go. Mad Mike WHIDDETT, FREDRIC going at it. Going to straps on. Here we go. Mad Mike WHIDDETT initiating. Not getting as deep in that touch and go, but wow! Explodes that back splitter. Mad Mike spins. FREDRIC zips past him as unfortunately Mad Mike WHIDDETT goes hard in that rear clipping zone. Man, that splitter, excuse me, was sticking out the back. Both those guys make some noise for these maniacs on the track. This should be one to watch, man. I mean, you got 16 cylinders on track. You got this S14. You know, you have this Eastern European fella of KRISTAPS who, like I said, both these guys have just, the more track time, the more dangerous they become. Here we go, Matfield. Nice shot, look at KRISTAPS. Once again, we saw this in the WANG, now it's even better in the drive. Matfield, a bit shallow. KRISTAPS right there, seizing that opportunity. Because of not going so deep. Oh, but then look at that. Field just powering through that sideways grip of Field, really getting them and wrapping it around that final clipping point. Great job by both these guys. Here we go. KRISTAPS BLUSS will lead. Matfield giving chase. Initiating that first corner. Into the judges. Line of sight. Good transition by KRISTAPS. Field even going a little bit deeper. Not necessary, but definitely looking good for Matfield. Matfield transitions around. KRISTAPS BLUSS into that final clip. Matfield touching it with that front right corner. One more time. We're ready to send them. Here we go. Matfield straight line approach. A quick little flip of the wrist. Nice. Into that touch and go. Matfield transitions back. KRISTAPS very shallow on that transition. KRISTAPS not as aggressive as his first run. Right now, it is Ryan TUERCK and Tyler McCoy. Ryan TUERCK in the SR by Toyota 86. Tyler McCoy in the middle one. GoPro Chevy Camaro. Woo! Ryan TUERCK gets out to that touch and go. Gets to that outside clipping zone. Can he tick the boxes? Yes, he does. He gets out to that outside clipping zone. Tyler McCoy, he's not backing down. A solid change job by Tyler McCoy. And just as I say that, to get the action in there. So here we go. Tyler, the Rock McCoy. Ryan TUERCK giving chase. Already out of the gate. Tyler McCoy hitting that touch and go there. Getting that outside clipping zone. Woo! Almost identical to that of Ryan TUERCK. Ryan TUERCK bringing it on in around that final clipping point, wrapping it around. Here we go now, Ken GUSHI. He's on the boost brigade, are you as well? Here we go, ready, Nexen tires. SR by Toyota 86, Charles Ng. Nice job. Stover on Achilles radial smoke. Charles Ng tucking in that Nexen tire cloud. And obviously taking out that final front clip. Here we go, Charles Ng through the start chicane. Looks like he got a clean start. Ng out front, the second half of this battle. We're seeing GUSHI out front. Ng, touch and go. Rear clipping zone, nice job by Ng. Ken GUSHI, almost getting blinded by the smoke, but comes out of it, wraps it around, and drops into formation in that boost brigade. Ready, Nexen tires, SR by Toyota 86. More technology has just come around since his championship, and he's completely reworked this car. So here we go. Nice initiation there by Forrest WANG. Take note of how smooth. Forrest WANG, nice, into that touch and go. Transitioning into the rear clipping zone. Forrest WANG, dial. Precision driving by the scientist that is Forrest WANG. You know, over the years, you know, he's gained more and more speed over the years, and we'll see if he can hang here with Michael ESSA. A big gap's already created. Michael ESSA gets out to that touch and go. Good transition. Fluid, not as snappy as we'd like to see, but still very precise by Michael ESSA coming into that final clip. Both those Achilles radials are just jumping out of the back. I mean, we are getting fumigated here by Michael ESSA. Chris the Force Forsberg leads. Chelsea DENOFA gives chase. Coming into view of the judges. Getting out to that touch and go. Into the rear clipping zone. Makes the correction as Chris Forsberg. Chelsea DENOFA passes Forsberg and wraps it around that final clip. We'll see how it unfolds, how it transpires. No, obviously, advantage or fault given here. Chelsea DENOFA will now lead. Chris Forsberg giving chase. DENOFA gets to that touch and go. Counters back, ping pongs in to that first rear clipping zone. Forsberg chasing him down into that final clip is Forsberg and nosing around, and Forsberg wraps it around. And here we go. VAUGHN Gittin Jr. out front. Initiating. Los Angeles Real-Time Mustang RTR. Getting out to that touch and go. Into the first rear clipping zone. Into the second. Jeff Jones falling back quite a bit. Wrapping around that final clip. And there is VAUGHN Gittin Jr. You know, anything can happen. I'm telling you, VAUGHN Gittin Jr.'s got to chase down Jeff Jones, so keeping the composure here. You saw the horsepower difference, you saw the gap, and now the composure needs to lie in VAUGHN Gittin Jr.'s hands. Nice shot by Jeff Jones. A quick correction there as he taps the wall into that rear clipping zone. VAUGHN Gittin Jr. lets him pass in front of him. That could have got really hairy there for VAUGHN Gittin Jr.